First of all, I'd like all of you to be introduced to our platform. We are study.reallearning.in. Real Learning is our platform. What we are trying to do is to make sure that blended learning becomes the new norm and becomes the new reality of education, because the times that we are seeing right now, we know that we'd have to abruptly shift to online platforms. And of course, in a few months, maybe school will open up with a portion of their strength, and there would be a lot of continuity that will happen between online learning as well as offline learning. That gap is what real learning is trying to bridge, and is trying to make sure that when it comes to assessments predominantly, we can give teachers and students a very robust platform to conduct their assignments online, and they can also include offline assessments if they wish to. So again, we are a one-stop solution for online assessments of all kinds. This demo particularly, we'll be covering 4 sections. First, we will see how tests are created. What are these formats of tests that are created? What are the measures that teachers can take when it comes to an online assessment to make sure students don't cheat? That is a really huge concern we have seen that schools and teachers have. So we have some few features there that teachers can use to make sure cheating there is very little to no event that students have to cheat. What are the other assessment modules that teachers can open up to students? Now, definitely, as I think Geeta ma'am in the starting of the call, she asked, we have only been seeing platform that can evaluate objectively. What happens to the subjective answers? And that's a very valid question. What I will show you in the demo is that yes, objective questions can be given out to students from our platform, but subjective answers that require student interpretations and will differ from students to students, such as diagrammatic representation. All of um, one
Hi,
second.
Amina, just a quick thing. There are more principals trying to join the call, but they're
Sure.
not able to because it says 100 participants have reached thing. But
Right.
can you just, yeah,
So, what should I do? Should I just admit everyone, because if the participant list is full?
yeah, just admit everyone.
Yeah, actually, a waiting room is not enabled, so I'll just have a look at what is happening. Yeah. Okay. Just, hi everyone. Just please give me a second. I'm trying to admit the rest of the participants who are coming on the call. So just give me a second. Yeah. So I'll resume my recording. Right. Okay. So as I was saying, we are a holistic application that helps teachers to conduct homework, tests, and even exams online. Uh, we'll go ahead and see what modules of tests can teachers actually create. Are these just your regular question answer formats? In addition to those, teachers can give group discussions, group projects, holiday homeworks, and your regular quiz formats as well to students. So all that can be very holistically conducted from the platform. I think now I should just take you to the platform and let you walk through everything one by one with me. We will also create a test as a teacher. We will attempt that test as a student, and we will see how we can make that happen. So let's go on to our platform right now. Again, our URL is study.reallearning.in. Here we'll be using a teacher's credentials. We'll be using teacher's credentials to log in and seeing how a teacher creates a test. So I'm just using some demo credentials here. Right. So what you're seeing in front of you right now is a teacher's dashboard. From here, teachers can do multiple things. There are few things they can do when it comes to managing all their classes, definitely managing all their assessments. And firstly, we'll be looking at just that. How do teachers actually create an assessment? What are the components they can use? What are the kinds of questions that they can use? So let us go ahead and enter a classroom. If you look at the left hand side, you will see that there is something listed out under courses. This is where all the classes that the teacher teaches is listed down. So of course, in a regular scenario, a teacher teaches more than one class. All her classes will be listed down here. So because this is a demo account, I only have one class here. So I'll just enter this. I'll click on it and I'll be able to enter the class. Now you will see in the demo course that we have entered, which is our class, we can see there are a few other things we can do here. There is a bulletin board, which is a forum. There is a documents tab. There is an assignments and a grades tab. This is present for each course. What these features let teachers do is that, let me just take bulletin for an example. The bulletin is a forum where teachers and students can talk to one another. This is a very informal but completely open communicative format between teachers and students. From here, teachers can also start live conferences. So they can have live classes with students. If they want to share material with students, they can do it from the documents tab. If they want to see the students' overall performance for each subject, they can do it from the grades tab. So you can see that these are all the things that teachers can do. I will be explaining everything in detail. Right now, I'm only telling you everything on a much just a base level, that these are things that a teacher can do. Because firstly, we'll be looking at how to create an assignment and how is a test actually created. We'll come back to everything later, but I'll make it a point to just explain everything to you. Firstly, we'll go into the assignments tab for demo course. We want to create an assignment for our demo course. So what you're seeing in front of you right now is an assignment tab. So this assignments dashboard is for teachers to keep a track of all the assignments that they have created. अगर किसी टीचर ने एक कोर्स के बीच में, एक टर्म के बीच में कुछ 15 डिफरेंट असाइनमेंट्स दिए हैं, जो होमवर्क है, क्विज है, ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट है, क्लास टेस्ट है, ऑल ऑफ दोज थिंग्स जो टीचर्स ने स्टूडेंट्स के लिए पब्लिश किए हैं, एवरीथिंग विल बी लिस्टेड डाउन हियर. So this dashboard is a very organized mannered view for teachers to keep a track of everything. अगर आप 4 क्लासेस पढ़ाते हैं और चारों क्लासेस में आपने x नंबर ऑफ असाइनमेंट्स दिए हुए हैं स्टूडेंट्स को, सो वेयर विल यू कीप अ ट्रैक ऑफ एवरीथिंग? आपको कैसे पता चलेगा इन जस्ट वन व्यू व्हाट इज द ड्यू डेट फॉर माय क्लास वर्क दैट आई ओपनड अप इन द पास्ट वीक? Yeah, whatever I have asked students to submit, how can I see that how many students have started sending in their submissions? This is where this dashboard comes into place. What teachers can do from here is they make sure that this is the title of my assignment. I can see what is the status of it, meaning, do I need to start grading it? Is it something I haven't published? Is it something that is still taking submissions from students? All of this I can see from here, along with important dates. When is the submission deadline? When did I open it up to students? What is the category of this exam? Is it an exam? Is it a project? Is it a quiz? Everything teachers can see from here. So this dashboard gives I mean, just if you could all just look at the screen and see that, okay, I have a title of the assignment, and these are few important things related to that assignment. Everything in one single view, I can have a look at and keep a check at. Apart from this, what teachers can do from their assignments tab is to create a new test altogether. So they'll click on this add button here. There are 3 categories that will open up for the teachers to choose from. So what teachers can choose from right now are 3 categories of assignments from here. So they'll see there's an assignment, a test and quiz, and an import option. These 3 options are related to creating a new assignment, but these 3 different format. तो अगर आप assignment का option देखें, what this lets teachers do is, suppose you want to give a group project, you want to give a homework that requires students to create a file, or maybe say create a video or a presentation and send it to you, तो आप ये format choose करेंगे. If you want to use the regular question and answer format, where just like you do in offline evaluation, where you are setting a bunch of questions and letting students answer it, then you will choose this option. Again, this option is not so simple as just giving questions and answers. It also carries within it a lot of categories of questions. So teachers can just make flexible use of these categories that are there. I can, मेरे एक course में एक term में जितने भी assignments है, everything can be managed from this dashboard. The third option that you're seeing here is an import option. What this import option does is that it lets teachers duplicate an assignment that they have previously created. If I had given a class test to students a few weeks ago, then I will make sure that I will duplicate it. तो मतलब उसके questions मेरे लिए copy हो जाएंगे जो मैंने past में बनाया है, and then I can give it to a new set of students altogether. So that saves a lot of effort and time on my end, that I don't have to create a completely new assignment all the time if I have given it to students in the past. So that is a historical data that teachers have for all of their assignments as well. So we can see there are 3 categories here. Let us click on create a test and quiz to see how teachers can create a test. So, I mean, I will show you the assignment category also, but I think I'll just take the very simple test and quiz format to see what all teachers can do from here, so that the comprehensiveness of this particular option that we have is taken care of from our create test format. So as soon as I've created on, okay, add a test. Now I as a teacher know this the title of this test will be, let's say, midterm quiz or midterm test. So I'll just put a title here. What all things do teachers do when they're creating a question paper? Multiple things. They decide how many questions should be there in my exam, what are the total marks that it will carry, will I give optional questions to students, how will I do that? So all of those things teachers already have some sort of framework they have in their mind. All of that can be easily taken care of through this dialog box that you have in front of you. It lets teachers decide all those things that they do in a normal offline evaluation, but in a much more advanced format. So I've given the title to my test. I will decide now who it will be visible to. From this option, what teachers can do is they can decide, I have 20 students in my class, so I can open up this test to all 20 students. Or what I can do is I want to give it to, say it's a remedial test or it's an improvement test. कोई students है जिनको improvement की ज़रूरत है and I need to give them a new test altogether and I only want those 5 to attempt it, then I will create a group of those 5 students, select their group, and this quiz that I am creating will only be given to those 5 students. This really helps teachers to make sure that even if there are small tests such as remedial or improvement tests which might not be forming a great weightage of their course, all of that can be taken care of from here. This option also comes into use when, say, teachers are creating sets of question paper. So you have 20 students in your class and 10 of those students will get set A. 10 of the students will get set B, and you have already decided as a teacher that I will jumble up students and I will randomly put them into groups and give them sets. Then create those 2 groups from the system itself. The way of putting students in groups is also very easy. So you can just put 2 groups together and you can give one set of students a different test with different set of questions, and the second group you can give a different set of questions and a different set of quiz altogether. So teachers can do that as well. To create a test, the only mandatory thing a teacher needs to do is give a title to that test. So I've titled it midterm quiz. Everything else that you're seeing here is important, but not necessary to start creating a quiz. All the other things that you're seeing here are related to, do I want a time limit to be given to students? Do I want the question order jumbled? Do I know when it will be published to students? All of these things teachers can define from here, but they can always keep editing these things. आप एक क्वेश्चन, एक टेस्ट बनाना शुरू कर दो जिसमें आप क्वेश्चंस बना रहे हो, बीच बीच में आके you can keep editing these things. These are not hard and fast and required for teachers to tick mark all of these things written here. These are only here to help the teacher optimize the online tests that they are actually taking. If I click on create button now, after giving a title only, I will be taken to the test creation screen. So this makes it very accessible to teachers also to just put in a few initial information and start creating their test, so that they can keep lots of drafts of tests with all the information that they need and only publish it when required. So this editing option is great for teachers to manage their time as effectively as possible. So we are on the test creation screen right now. Right. So I'll just go back to my assignments tab, and I will see that I have already created a sample test that I would like to show you, because I think, again, because we are trying to make the best of our time right now, it would make more sense for me to show you an already created test जिसमें मैंने सारे तरीके के questions already लिखे हुए हैं. So we'll just go to that sample test as of now. So you will see that we are at that sample test right now. And we'll go ahead and see each question one by one, and we'll have a look at what are the categories of questions teachers can use, how do teachers create a question, what can they attach with the question, and what happens to the answer key, the list of correct answers when teachers are making questions on the system. So you can see the same thing here. If you will have a look, that we are at the first question right now, the category is selected as free response question. So what is the free response question? This is where teachers can put a subjective question. This is where students can write long answers. This is where students can write, even if it's a short answer, but requires for students to write in their own language, to type in their own language. This category of question allows students to do it. Teachers can put the category of question as free response, right? And also teachers can attempt and put tests of any subjects they want to. It can be a vernacular language test also. It could be a mathematics quiz as well as an English exam if they wish to. It's completely open for teachers and how they use it and what they want to do with the system. So our free response question helps teachers open up answers for students to write subjective responses. So you can see that I have written a text here. I have attached a YouTube link here. If I wanted a Word document or a PDF or a PPT to be attached to my question, this is students देख के answer कर सकते हैं. If that is something that is supporting my question, then I could have done that as well from here. If you will see, then I have written a correct answer for myself here as well. This is for my reference when I'm checking this subjective answer. So this option helps the checking of subjective answer, and it makes it so easy for teachers to keep in reference that, okay, this is how I had decided the checking of this answer. These are the elements I was looking for in a student's answer. This is what would have made a answer correct. I can look at my reference of the correct answer, look at the student's answer and give it marks there and then. So that makes it also easy for teachers to correct subjective answers on the platform. Next category of question we are moving on to is a file upload question. What does this file upload question mean? Simply is that, say, again, as I have said at the beginning of the session, that there are questions which require students to create a diagram, or it requires students to write a really long essay that might be difficult for them to type. It might be a Hindi answer that might be difficult for students to use a regular keyboard to write. So teachers can define that this question be a file upload question. That is the category. When I put a question as file upload, and I write whatever I do in the question text here, I can make it a regular English question. I can copy paste a mathematical equation here. I can also put in a Hindi paragraph or a Sanskrit paragraph if I want to, if that is the language of subject I am creating. Once I have put this here and defined the category as file upload, the only way for the student to answer this question is to upload a file. Now this file can be an image, it can be a Word document, it can be a PPT, it can also be a PDF. Whatever the teacher decides, it's completely up to the teacher. एक बार teachers ये category decide कर देते हैं question के लिए, student का answer एक file के तौर पे ही होगा, and then teachers can look at that file. It could be a handwritten image, it could have been a Word document as well. I'll show you how I have attached an image here. this is not the student answer, this is what the teacher is attaching with the question. But this is only to give you an example that if teachers want their questions to be handwritten and shown on the online portal as the question, then that too teachers can do. They can also upload images of, say, handwritten question on paper. That is also very easily done for the teachers. So I have just put in a sample handwritten image here, as you can see. This is also something teachers can do. If they want to put multiple files, well and good, the system supports that as well, and teachers can also add in multiple files if they wish to. The second kind of question we are coming to is a multiple choice question. Now I'll take a pause here and I will show you the various categories of questions that we have. Two of those categories we've already seen, which have been free response question, जिससे teachers subjective answers check करते हैं students के, file upload questions जिसमें students are sending in, say, handwritten answers या documents या whatever the teacher has asked them to. So I click on this document, this drop down, and we'll have a look at the various categories of questions we have on our system. So I will just zoom in it for you. We have a multiple choice question, a multiple select, a free response, a true false, or a file upload question. Sushma ji, you're asking on the chat how we can evaluate subjective answers. Then we'll come back to grading. Actually, grading also we'll discuss कि teachers check कैसे करते हैं students के answers. Once we see that, I think it will be much clearer कि how do teachers actually evaluate subjective answers. So I'll definitely come to that. So we were at the category of questions. There are 5 category of questions that teachers actually have. 2 of which we have discussed. 3 are objective categories here, जो कि है multiple choice, multiple select या true false questions. In तीनों questions का nature is objective, meaning they can only always have one correct answer. So when the questions have an answer that is only one and anything else that is different from that answer will be incorrect. For these 3 categories of questions, the system has the ability to auto evaluate student answers only for these 3 categories, meaning आपने सही आंसर लिखा इन 3 category of objective questions के लिए, system के पास वो information है, and then the system will be able to check the student answers automatically for these 3 categories of questions because the answer is only one. The other kind of questions that are there, which is free response and file upload, जहाँ पे student का responses will differ, वो long answer जब लिखेंगे तो हर student का interpretation different होगा, diagram जब आपको send करेंगे, so that will have a different interpretation for each student. So these categories you will be evaluating. I will be showing how you can evaluate it. It's a very simple and easy way of teachers to evaluate the subjective as well as file upload answers. So we will be coming through that. So we've discussed the category of questions. We are discussing a multiple choice question, जो यहाँ पे already create होके रखा है. We've written the question text. We have decided it will have 3 categories of options. Just for our answer key, I have selected that this will be the correct answer. Next question we are moving on to is a true false question. I can see that this is the text of the question, and I have also selected कि true or false में से इसका correct answer true होगा. The last question I have made is a Hindi question completely, because this is something I want to show, meaning what is the actual versatility of the platform. Teachers can create their questions. They can, when it comes to vernacular language questions or questions जिसमें बहुत complicated symbols होंगे, ये teachers कहीं कोई और source से या Google से copy paste कर सकते हैं because this is an open question box. So they can just copy paste it from here, and it will appear as a question to students. इस question में अगर आप देखें तो मैंने एक file upload category रखा है, and I have written important instructions for students here so they know what they have to do when it comes to this question. So I have written here that एक handwritten answer students को upload करना पड़ेगा. So students know from the nature of the question what they have to upload. So there is no confusion to the communication also that is happening to students. So we will just, now we have created 5 different questions. Her 5 questions ka question text as well as question category as well as attaching of files was different, and we have done all of that from here. So let's go ahead and publish the test now. We will also see how a student attempts this test. So I think that also puts the whole picture in place as to how students attempt a test. So I will go ahead and click on publish. Once I do this, students के पास notification चला जाएगा that you have a new test that your teacher has published. And we can also attempt that as a student. Before we go there, I would just like to very briefly discuss this dates section that we have here. Teachers जब भी कोई test या quiz बनाएंगे, so they have the option to define 2 important dates. First date is when will this be opened up to students? When do students get to know the availability of this assignment? The second important date they will be putting it is the submission deadline. So they know when they have to send it in. Also, this available date really also helps teachers to auto publish assignments in the future, as in we are creating something right now and we want this to be available to students on Monday. So if we put the time and the date as such and just click on publish, on Saturday doing this, just giving the command to publish the test on Monday, will have auto published this test when Monday comes. So it's also again very efficient for teachers to make sure that they are managing their time when it comes to publishing assignments, various assignments for various classes, so they can easily do that. Now we have published the test. I would like to take you to a student's dashboard, and we will attempt this test very quickly as a student so that we can see the student's end of attempting a test as well. So we are at a student's dashboard right now. अगर आपको teacher का dashboard, if you remember just the teacher's dashboard, so it looks similar to it, but it differs in functionality just a little bit. So, but the main thing we need to do from the student's dashboard is start attempting the test that we just created. But if you see here, then how teachers have listed down their courses in one places, even students will have all their courses listed down in one places. So they can enter it and look at various actions such as, are there new posts on my bulletin? Is there a new assignment? Was I need to complete an assignment that I had only finished half? So all of these things teachers, students will be able to see from their dashboard. If you see on the right hand side here, you can see that Rohit, who is a student right now, has received a new notification. So I will click, and the notification that Rohit has received is that Amina Rahim, so the student will receive the notification that he has gotten a new assignment whenever he clicks on the notifications dashboard. We'll come back to the assignments dashboard and see as to when had we published the test. So the available date was supposed to be 4:21 p.m. and at this date, the time has passed. I'll just go ahead and click on it. Give me a second, please. Right. If you will look at my screen, you can see that we are at the student's dashboard right now. He had received a notification that he has a new assessment on his dashboard. So when he comes to it, he gets to see that this is the name of the test. These are other important. Shipraji, you're raising your hand. Do you have a question?
No, it was by mistake.
Oh, okay, sure. Right. I just opened up the chat right now, and there are a few questions. I would like to say that I can take these questions in just 5 minutes. We will take these questions after we have submitted this test as a student. So I think the whole view of publishing as a teacher and then attempting as a student and receiving submissions as teachers is much clear. So we can after that we can move on to the questions that I have received so far on the chat. I will definitely be addressing everything. So we are on the dashboard where student will start attempting his test. So he'll click on start assessment. Uske pehle he can see that there is a time limit. So he knows he has a time limit on this particular test. So he knows he only has one submission. He only has one attempt that he has to take in 10 minutes only. So he needs to be prepared for it. So these are things that the students need to know. There will be a time bound test and they need to be completely prepared for it. I'll click on start assessment. Two things when we are taking this particular assignment as Rohit, I would like you to pay attention to. First, if you go back to our teacher's dashboard, when we were creating the questions, if you paid attention a little bit, we were actually scrolling through the screen and creating the question. So that was the view of questions for us as a teacher. But if you look at Rohit's dashboard right now of the test, Rohit can only see one question in one page. This is a deliberate decision that the teacher makes and is able to make. The second thing, if you would
Ma'am, can I
notice,
ask one question?
yes.
Ma'am, like you have made 5 questions over here,
Right.
and is it not mandatory that he will be going to question number 2 only when he answers question number 1?
Right. So I will tell you why it is not mandatory. That is definitely something that freezing the attempt feature is something that we can discuss and take a decision later if it's important for schools and students. Because ma'am, अगर आप एक regular pen paper evaluation भी देखते हैं, कभी-कभार teachers students decide करते हैं कि वो एक latter question पहले attempt कर लेंगे, तो उनके पास ये freedom रहता है. तो हमने वो completely lock नहीं किया है for students and their comfort zone. बट ऑल्सो आप अगर देखेंगे तो टाइमर एक्टिवली चल रहा है फॉर स्टूडेंट्स, तो उनके पास एक रिस्ट्रिक्शन यहाँ पे जरूर है कि आप सिर्फ एक गिवन टाइम में ही अटेम्प्ट कर पाएंगे, भले ही आप क्वेश्चंस जंप करके. आपको 5 के 5 क्वेश्चंस 8 मिनट में देने हैं, आप जिस भी तरीके से दो. तो ये एक रिस्ट्रिक्शन हो जाता है स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, भले ही वो जंप कर रहे हैं स्टूडेंट्स क्वेश्चंस. हाँ, इज दैट ओके गीता मैम?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sure. So right now we can see that Rohit's timer has actively started going on. What I was saying, the point that I was trying to make is that if you just notice a little bit that हम रोहित को questions scroll करके नहीं दिख रहे हैं, और रोहित को जो sequence दिखेगा questions का, मतलब रोहित को जो question 1 दिखेगा वो हमने जो as a teacher question 1 बनाया था वो नहीं है. तो रोहित का जो question sequence उसे मिला है वो jumbled मिला है. ऐसे ही रोहित के अलावा जो भी स्टूडेंट ये अटेम्प्ट करेगा उसे एक डिफरेंट सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दिखेगा ऑल टुगेदर. जो नंबरिंग होगी वो कंप्लीटली जंबल्ड होगी. इसका पर्पस क्या है और टीचर्स इसके साथ क्या कर सकते हैं, वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग, बट आई जस्ट वांट यू टू just understand the difference a little bit as to when we were creating as a teacher and now when we are attempting as a student. So let's start giving answers for our question. This is a multiple choice question. Which of the following isn't a character in the story? I as Rohit think this is the answer. So I'll click on it and I'll move on to my next question. My next question is what is the story of Macbeth about? My teacher wants me to look at this video and give a subjective answer. I will see how much time I have. How much can I actually write? So I will start typing. So I have written this. This is what I wanted my answer to be. If the teacher has set a word limit for me, then I would have written those words in my answer. But students के लिए कोई word limit नहीं है इस answer box में, at least to make sure that if students want to write more, they can do that. अगर उनके पास वक्त है उतना, then they can answer accordingly. So we'll move on to our third question. This is the answer we have given for the subjective answer. So let's move on to our third question. So our third question is a Hindi question, जिसमें teacher is asking me that एक उत्तर की छवि as an image I'll have to upload. So I'll see that, okay, these are what the teacher is asking me to write. This is how much time I have left. I'm attempting the answer right now. If I'm attempting this test from my phone and I click on attach files, my camera will automatically open up. मैं वहीं पे पेज पे कुछ लिख के I will click a picture of it and I'll upload that as my answer. So that is something that will happen when it's a phone, when students are attempting from their phone. But because we're on the desktop right now, I will just attach a file that I have saved on my desktop. That is the handwritten answer, and I will upload this as my answer. So इस हिंदी question का answer I as Rohit I have given as this. This is what I have uploaded. My teacher will look at this and answer and give me marks. So I'll move on to the next question now because I have answered this. This is a true false question. I'll look at the question and I would say this is false. So I've given my answer here. I'll move on to the next question, which is my last question. The teacher wants me to draw and upload the image of a labeled flower. I will see that my box has become red, meaning I have very little time. So I'll quickly go through my questions. I will attach an image here. I'm just using demo images because I want to show you the features that students also have when they are attempting their answers. So हम अपने last question पे थे and we have uploaded an image. If you go here, you will see that there is a counter of 5 questions and everything has a tick mark, meaning I have attempted everything. So the system is also telling me कि you have attempted everything and you're not left with any more questions. So I'll go ahead and submit it right now. I'll click on submit. And once I give a final confirmation, that would mean that all my answers have been given to my teacher. Now I cannot do anything about my answer. I cannot edit anything. I can just look at it. I cannot even see my marks. Now it depends when the teacher gives me answer, when she's publishing my grades, then only I will be able to see anything else from here. So let's move back to the teacher's dashboard. When we come to the teacher's dashboard, we will see that Rohit ने अभी जो submit किया है, उसका notification मुझे आ गया है on my submissions dashboard. So I'll come here. ये हमारा test था, demo test. I'll come to the student submission dashboard here. And I will see that Rohit के नाम के against उसका submission time and date लिखा है, and I can go ahead and start checking from here. So we will see how teachers grade the answers right now. How do they see the grades for objective questions? How do they see the grades for subjective questions? How do they grade a handwritten image that the student has uploaded? All of that I will show you how it is actually done. So, but before that, let us go ahead and recap some of the points that we have seen so far. So teachers can create a test only for a specific group of students or for all students. They can add different categories of questions. हमारा जो sample test हमने बनाया था उसमें हर category of question we have kept differently. Teachers can add images and files in questions and options. They can define the correct answer for reference while checking. मतलब वो answer keys बना सकते हैं. और एक बार जब students को marks मिल जाएंगे for their particular assignments, they will be also able to see this answer key. So students have access to correct answers only when the teacher decides it. So that is something that is there. The other thing that is there is I've talked about auto evaluation and how 3 categories of objective questions are auto evaluated, and how that makes it much more easier for teachers to properly focus on subjective answers and long answers, and then have all of the other categories auto evaluated if these fall into these 3 questions. So we have seen how teachers create a test, publish a test. We attempted the test as Rohit and we sent in our answers. Now we will see how we check Rohit's answers. Are there any questions here? You can unmute yourself and ask me. I'm looking at the questions in the chat right now.
Will it support writing mathematical equations?
Right.
Is there any support?
So the thing is that at least in the question box, अगर आपके keyboard में वो equipped है, then you can put in those symbols. But the way to do it right now is that you can copy paste it from somewhere, or you can attach a document that has those questions.
But
I'm
that
just
can be done in Google form also.
Okay, right. But I think when I go ahead and Google Forms is again a great platform. But if you will go ahead in our platform right now, you will see the extent of things that teachers can do. I have also said that teachers can, conduct live classes and then have very live doubt clearing sessions with students. All of that can be done. Uh, so just please allow me to go take you through every feature one by one, and we can of course keep discussing in the middle as well. So can you use your Google login for this? Who's asking this? I'm sorry. I think someone asked the Google login question. Uh, the thing is, when your administrator creates accounts for you, हर school को एक administrator assign होगा जो user credentials बनाएंगे. If they want their Google IDs synced in, then we can do that as well. अगर आपके पास G Suite होगा institute का, and that is how they want students to log in, then we can make that possible also. So right. So we can say the other question that are there is. Please take another session. Sumiti ma'am, you're asking me. Sure, if there are even future sessions that you want me to conduct, I will be happy to conduct more sessions for you. When we give
Many students are in, many teachers are in waiting. They couldn't log in because of 100 participants.
Right, Sumiti ma'am. Actually, that is a sort of miscommunication that happened on my end. We wanted to admit everyone, but we realized that 100 ka cap meet ho gaya hai call mein. So we have already scheduled a new session with them. Immediately
Okay.
wo ho gaya, baat ho gayi hai unse. We will be, I will be conducting a session with them on Monday. So the
Sure.
other question that is there, Neha ma'am, you're asking me.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sure. So when we give handwritten questions, it is shown as image or image icon. We have to click on it and see question. When we give handwritten question, नेहा मैम अगर आपने देखा होगा जब रोहित अटेम्प्ट कर रहा था तो उसे वो क्वेश्चन क्लिक करके नहीं दिखा है, उसके सामने वो क्वेश्चन स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा था. जी.
Yes, ma'am. I have observed it when you were showing it, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
Is it possible to edit the test which are taken from import option? Yes, Madhu ma'am, completely editable, whatever teachers want to do. I've already.
मैम, अमीना मैम.
Yes, Geeta ma'am. जी.
मैम मुझे ये नहीं समझ में आया कि जैसे बच्चे ने क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट किया, ठीक है, आपने उसने कागज पे लिखा आंसर और उसने इमेज को अपलोड कर दिया कि ये मेरा इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर है, तो क्या स्क्रीन पे नंबर दिए जाएंगे? नंबर देने का तो कहीं ऑप्शन ही नहीं आया कि इसको 2 नंबर देने हैं या 3 नंबर देने हैं.
हाँ, तो गीता मैम अभी हमने आंसर चेक नहीं किया है स्टूडेंट का. स्टूडेंट ने फिर
अच्छा.
सबमिशन दिया है जी. तो अभी हम देखेंगे कि स्टूडेंट्स को मार्क्स कैसे दे सकते हैं. सो वी आई विल टेक यू थ्रू दैट आल्सो. आई एम जस्ट फिनिशिंग द क्वेश्चंस ऑन द चैट. गूगल फॉर्म वाला ऑप्शन आई जस्ट रिप्लाई टू. आई एम सॉरी, आई डोंट नो हु आस्क्ड दैट क्वेश्चन, बट व्हेन वी गो थ्रू अदर फीचर्स ऑफ द प्लेटफॉर्म, आई एम श्योर you will find it useful just as other things that might you have used, but even more optimized manner. Can Hindi typing be done, Preeti ma'am? Hindi typing का फिलहाल यही सिनेरियो कि आप कॉपी पेस्ट कर सकते हैं या डॉक्यूमेंट अटैच कर सकते हैं. अगर आपके पास कीबोर्ड है जो इक्विप्ड है हिंदी टाइपिंग के लिए, देन आप वो कर सकते हैं. मेरे पास हिंदी टाइपिंग नहीं है फिलहाल. Then Deepti ma'am, you're asking, can we use Google login? I have answered this. Do you need user ID and password? Yes, all users need a user ID and password that will be given by the institute's administrators. वही आपके user accounts बनाएंगे. How can we create group and add students to it? Priyanka ma'am, क्रिएटिंग अ ग्रुप ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स इज वेरी इजी. टीचर्स के डैशबोर्ड से ही होता है. वो सिर्फ एक ग्रुप का नाम बनाते हैं और स्टूडेंट्स को सिलेक्ट करते हैं जो उस ग्रुप में जाएंगे. डज इट हैव सिक्योरिटी फीचर एज वी मिनिमाइज द स्क्रीन? प्रियंका मैम, इफ यू आर आस्किंग इफ स्टूडेंट्स आर अटेम्प्टिंग अ टेस्ट एंड दे वांट टू मूव अवे फ्रॉम देयर टैब दैट दे हैव ओपनड ऑनलाइन, we have a browser lock feature which is a security feature that helps that make possible. I don't understand, आप जब minimize कर रहे हैं screen उसके बारे में पूछ रहे हैं. It will submit automatically, yes, if the student wants to move from the particular online tab. जब वो real learning के platform पे हैं, अगर वो कहीं भी online कहीं और जाने की कोशिश करेंगे, then it gets automatically submitted after giving one warning to student. Checking of variety of answers, I will show that. Can teachers make comments and give marks manually? Yes, Deepika ma'am. Teacher gives feedback, very detailed feedback for each answers teachers are able to give. I will show that. And how can subjective checking? I will be showing that. Security measures is also something we will discuss. And give input tools can be used for Hindi typing. Namita ma'am, if you have tools for Hindi typing already on your system, then you can use that and simply put those questions in our question box. Vidushi ma'am, if you're asking, can a child take classes through a mobile phone as easily as through a laptop? Yes, definitely. I will show you how the video conferencing application actually works. We have three applications integrated, which is YouTube Live, Hangouts on Air, and Zoom. All these three can be used from both desktop and their mobile phones. So students can use any of these applications to come on the live कॉन्फ्रेंस दैट वी विल बी टेकिंग। ये जो लाइव कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग का फीचर है ये भी मैं बहुत डिटेल में बताऊंगी, बट आई थिंक बिफोर दैट वी शुड जस्ट चेक रोहित्स कॉपी बिकॉज अ लॉट ऑफ टीचर्स आर आस्किंग हाउ कैन सब्जेक्टिव आंसर्स बी चेक्ड, सो आई विल जस्ट गो थ्रू दैट वंस and then we can see how other features actually are used. So now we are going to check Rohit's answers, the answers that Rohit has given. So we are at that demo of the test dashboard. You can see there are two options here जो teachers को दिख रहे हैं. ये दो modes हैं जिसमें teachers check कर सकते हैं अपना आंसर, किसी भी student का answer. So you can see there's a result by student and a result by question option. When teachers would check this option, that would mean कि अगर मेरे क्लास में 4 बच्चे हैं, then हर student का question मैं एक एक करके check कर सकती हूँ, which is if I want to. Results by questions, how teachers can use this option is that I can go into question 1, check all students answers for just question 1, then move on to question 2 and check all student answers for just question 2. So this really helps teachers maintain context of the question. ये subjective answers के check करने के लिए काफी useful होगा, because एक question है जिसके answer में काफी detail to attention लगेगा as a teacher check करने के लिए, तो ये option choose करने से teacher सिर्फ वो subjective question के number पे जाके सारे students का वो answer उस question के लिए देख सकते हैं and they can check accordingly. We will go into Rohit's answers once and then we will see how all of Rohit's answers we can actually check. So I'll just click on Rohit's name and we have come to the answers that Rohit has sent us. So we can see this was the question, this is Rohit's answers, this is the question, this is Rohit's answer. This is the view that teachers see when they're checking the answers for one student. Now let's go question by question and see where do teachers put the marks, where do they give feedback. So let's go ahead and do that. So you can see we are at question 1 here. अगर आप देखें तो ये grade box होता है जहाँ पे teachers marks डालते हैं, but this is already showing me marks that Rohit has received 30 out of 30. We didn't do it. If you remember, this is our first time coming to the grade screen, so we didn't do anything from here, but this was a multiple choice question, meaning objective and auto evaluated by the system itself. So the system has already given Rohit 30 marks because इसका आंसर होना चाहिए था माउस, जो मैंने सिलेक्ट कर दिया था जब मैं क्वेश्चन पेपर सेट कर रही थी. सिस्टम ने ये इन्फॉर्मेशन लिया, डिसाइड किया कि रोहित का आंसर सही है एंड रोहित हैज गॉटन 30 मार्क्स फॉर इट. The next question we'll come to is a file upload question जो कि subjective की category में fall करेगा. तो इसके लिए you can see that the grade box is empty because this category of question I have to check myself. तो इससे I think जो subjective answers check करने का, file upload answer check करने का जो भी doubts हैं सबके, I think this should make it much clear. तो we'll come to this question and we will see that ये रोहित ने हमें ये answer दिया है, ये रोहित ने upload किया है. So we'll expand it. We will see what has Rohit sent us when we asked him to draw a flower and label it. This is just a demo image. In actuality, students will be doing it on paper, or if you allow them, they will be doing it on a drawing software. Whatever you as a teacher decide, जो भी आप accept करना चाहते हैं, तो student ये भेजेंगे अपने answer के तरीके पे. You will see the student answer, see if he has labeled properly or not. You will go back to the minimized view and give him marks here. रोहित का हमने flower वाला image देख लिया है and we want to give him 28 marks. So I will just put his marks here. I also want to give Rohit feedback that I have cut his 2 marks. So why have I done it? I want to tell Rohit. So I'll click on the feedback comment box there. Just for this answer, I'll give him this feedback. I'll just write this for him that you forgot to label something, that is why I have reduced 2 marks. I could have written anything, किसी भी तरीके का feedback teachers डाल सकते हैं यहाँ पे for students to take note of, and then I will just save it. So जब रोहित को अपने marks मिलेंगे, marks के साथ साथ he also gets feedback comments. So I'll move on to the third question, and you can see this is again a file upload question. जो हिंदी वाला question था हमारा, जो student ने यहाँ पे कुछ send किया था. तो before giving him any marks, we will expand this image. So we will see रोहित ने हमें क्या भेजा है, handwritten. So we can see that this is what Rohit has sent us. We will go through it. We want to zoom into it. We can do that as well. We'll zoom out. We want to download Rohit's answer. Then we can do that as well. ये जो file students भेजेंगे वो teachers download भी कर सकते हैं locally store करने के लिए. So I'll just cross it out. We have written the handwritten answer Rohit has sent us, and we'll give him some marks. Suppose we give him 25. We want to give him feedback, तो same चीज जो हमने ऊपर वाले आंसर के लिए किया था, we will go into the feedback comment option and we can write anything for him that we want to tell him about his answer. So I will cross it out and I'll move to the next question. इस question पे भी अगर आप देख सकते हैं 0 out of 30 already filled in है box में, meaning it has been auto evaluated क्योंकि रोहित का आंसर गलत था, so he has automatically received 0. Last question that we are coming to is a free response question, जो कि again एक subjective category में fall करता है. So we'll go ahead and read what Rohit has written in the answer. हमने रेफरेंस के लिए ये लिखा था करेक्ट आंसर में. जब हम रोहित का आंसर चेक कर रहे हैं या किसी भी स्टूडेंट का आंसर चेक कर रहे हैं तो हम इसे रेफरेंस में रख के उनका आंसर चेक कर सकते हैं. सो आई विल गो अहेड एंड रीड रोहित आंसर दैट ही हैज रिटन. इट्स अबाउट kings and queens and it is very interesting. So this is what Rohit has sent us. अगर हमें लगता है this is the correct answer या or he has missed out on something important, so accordingly we will give him marks. Again reiterating, this was a subjective answer. So I'll just give him some marks here. If I wanted to give negative marks to students, also I could have done that. For me, that would require that I would have just written -5 if that was the marks that I wanted to give. So I would have given negative marks as well. But I want to give him 25, so I'll do that. And now we want to, all our questions have been checked. रोहित को हमने multiple choice और true false वाले questions के लिए देखा कि automatically रोहित को marks मिल गए थे. The subjective questions we checked ourselves. We looked at his handwritten answers. We looked at the images that Rohit had uploaded. We checked his answers. We also read what he wrote for us, and we have given him marks. Now we need to publish Rohit's marks to see how Rohit will see his feedback and the grade that he has received. So let's go ahead and publish the grades for Rohit. So I'll click on question. I'll publish the grades. If we move to Rohit's dashboard right now, we will be able to see that there is a new notification Rohit has received. When he clicks on it, he'll get to know that my teacher has updated a test जो मैंने अभी just submit किया था. So if I click on it, I'll come here. We were already on this screen, so we can see that I have my overall grade here. I can see that. ये जो ग्रेड डिस्प्ले है ये परसेंटेज में होगा कि ग्रेड में होगा या मार्क्स ऑब्टेन्ड वर्सेस टोटल मार्क्स में होगा. दिस इज समथिंग दैट टीचर्स डिसाइड. ये सिर्फ ये डिफॉल्ट नहीं है. टीचर्स अगर चाहते तो दे कैन जस्ट पुट पॉइंट्स हियर, सो इट विल शो 69 out of 155 या 70 out of 155. द डिस्प्ले इज completely in teachers control. So now Rohit will go through all his questions and see what are the marks he has received. He will also get to see for each question the correct answer, because now the teacher has published my marks. She has also published my answer key, so I can see my total marks for a question. इस question में मुझे 30 out of 30 मिला क्योंकि मेरा answer सही था. The second question I come to, I've received only 25. Why that has happened? I can see the teacher's answer for reference, and I can see that, oh, okay, I didn't write this because the teacher was expecting for me to write this correct answer. The third question I'm coming to is ये जो हिंदी वाला question हमने handwritten answer upload किया था. So I can see that I've received 25 out of 30 for it. इसमें because the teacher hasn't given me a feedback, so I cannot know much about it. If the teacher had given me a reason feedback, then I would have seen the feedback. How the feedback is shown to students is when we come to this question. We will see that this is the feedback comment the teacher has written for me. If teacher had given this for all answers, I would have seen it, but this is up to the teachers completely. वो किस answer में feedback देना चाहते हैं. For this answer, teacher has given feedback. You forgot to label XYZ. So now I know that okay, this is where I went wrong, and this is what the teacher wanted me to do. So we'll zoom out, and now we will see that as Rohit, we saw our marks, we also saw our feedback comment, and we also saw what is the correct answer for this test that I had just attempted a while ago, because the teacher has sent me the marks and also published the correct answers for it. Where will Rohit get to see all his grades in one place? I mean, this is just one test, and Rohit is able to see the marks and feedback for just this. But of course, in a term, Rohit will be attempting more submissions, more homework, more assignments, more exams. Where will he get to see the marks and feedback for all of that in one place in an organized manner? That is the grades dashboard for students for each course. So I'll click on my grades dashboard here, and I will see that ये मेरा title था assignment का. If I look at it, this is the total points for it, and if I have submitted and received marks, then all of that is also listed down here. So for midterm 2, I have received 15 marks out of 30, but I've also received a feedback from it. So imagine a scenario जहाँ पे students का कोई बहुत high stake exam है, and they have, say, next week they have a really huge quiz coming up, or a final exam or a midterm exam coming up, and they just want to go through all the feedback they have received from their teachers online through the Real Learning platform. They just come to the grades dashboard, and they'll see wherever the feedback icon is made, that is their feedback. They'll go through it one by one, see all their comments, and make sure that they have revised the feedback as well as the tests they have taken in the past. So this makes it very easy for students as well to keep a check on all their grades and feedback. Where do teachers get to see the complete grades and performance of all students? This is the grades dashboard for teachers. सारे students का performance topic wise, assignment topic wise for this course, for particular courses, teachers will be able to see. They can see this is the individual student's performance, individual student's name. Agar I scroll through all of the assignments I have given for this course, then I can see their performance in front of it. उनके सारे marks मुझे दिख जाएंगे. So I also have an ability to keep a check on each student's performance throughout the term. What teachers can also do from here, if you remember in the middle of this session, I talked about blended learning and how we are trying to bridge the gap between online learning and jab schools khul jate hain and offline learning begins in sort of the way it used to, but probably a little differently. So in these cases, imagine where teachers have created a Viva, they have taken a practical offline, marks the teachers wants the student to see on their Real Learning platform in included with all the online assessments the students may have taken. So उस केस में टीचर्स सिर्फ मार्क्स लेंगे उन स्टूडेंट्स का जो जिन्होंने ऑफलाइन सबमिशन में पार्टिसिपेट किया है, और सिर्फ उन मार्क्स का फाइल टीचर्स विल हैव टू अपलोड हियर. So if you see, there is an import file option. Teachers will just upload the file जिसमें student का नाम लिखा होगा, उस practical में उन्होंने कितने marks receive किए वो लिखा होगा, and once that file is uploaded, it becomes a part of their grades. So the online and the offline assessment comes together in a very seamless manner on the Real Learning platform when it comes to grades and keeping a track of all the grades and performance. The other thing that teachers can do from the grades dashboard is कि जो अभी आपके सामने ये दिख रहा है टॉपिक वाइज स्टूडेंट का परफॉर्मेंस और मार्क्स लिस्टेड डाउन है, ये इसका फाइल भी टीचर्स लोकली डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. सो दे कैन सिंपली डाउनलोड इट, यहाँ से वो प्रिंट लेना चाहे, उसे एडिट करना चाहे या कहीं और अपलोड करना चाहे, देन टीचर्स विल बी एबल टू डू दैट फ्रॉम हियर. Once this is done, teachers can make sure their grades are collated in one manner. Students can also see their grades and performance from one place. Teachers can also edit the weightage of their course and the course titles, the coursework titles from here. So if I simply click on this edit category button, तो आपके जितने भी category of assignments है एक term में, जैसे अगर एक है जो holiday homework कहलाता है, then you will write that and you will decide its weightage. Suppose you have an exam which is actually called a midterm exam, then you will be deciding the type title and also the weightage of it. Whatever is the rules of the administration and however teachers want to edit, they can simply do that from here. So this is the teachers dashboard. Let's go ahead and revise all the points that we have seen for the teachers dashboard. अभी हमने रोहित को मार्क्स दिए, फीडबैक दिया. रोहित also saw his marks and feedback. Rohit saw his grades in one place, and the teacher also saw her a holistic and organized dashboard. So there is a dashboard for teacher to manage all the grades. It is also present for students. The results of all assessments are collated in one place and the teacher will be able to download them. Teacher also gets to see key results ka display would be in percentage or grade or marks. Teachers can assign different weightage to different assignments by editing categories. Teachers can evaluate the exam ya to question wise ya student wise, which we saw when just before checking Rohit's answers, and teachers can give detailed feedback to each student, which we saw when we gave Rohit a comment about how he should label more properly. So that is something that we did. Next, we are coming on to the different modules of assessments we have. ये तो हो गया regular question answer format that we saw, but teachers can give group projects, discussion boards, class work, holiday homework, and even offline submission to students. All of that they can manage through the platform. So before we move on to this particular part of the demo, are there any questions related to grading and evaluating tools? I'll check the chat also. So I can see that I'll just go through all the questions once. Vidushi ma'am, you're asking, can a child take classes through a mobile phone? Yes, I think I answered this. Balwant ji, you're asking why I'm unable to log in with Gmail and there is no option of sign up. Yes, so Balwant ji, this you will only be able to log in when your institute gets onboarded with us and your accounts are created. आपको आपके user credentials जब मिल जाएंगे, then you will be able to sign up. What is the Rakesh, you're asking me the cost of the platform. This is something that we will make sure is communicated to you through Prashant and Abhishek, who will be handling this conversation with you. The next question is Namita ji, you're asking, please show us what happens when child minimizes the tab of the test, the security feature. Right, I will come to the browser lock feature, and because we are releasing it in a few days, वो फिलहाल activated नहीं है, but I will explain to you what the browser lock feature actually does. Anjali ma'am, you're asking at what time another session is on Monday. This will happen at same time, so it will be 4 p.m. We will be sharing the link and everything with them. So Jyoti ji, you're asking how can we use pen for correction? So if you're asking if you can annotate a student's file, जो अगर students ने online कोई image भेजा है या document भेजा है, आप उस पे annotate कैसे कर पाएंगे? जो आप regular pen paper evaluation पे करते हैं, तो जो अभी test का format मैंने दिखाया है, उसमें correct करने का 2 way है. आप grade box में जाके marks लिखेंगे students के, you'll just type it manually, और आपको अगर feedback देना है, तो आप वो feedback comment box से देंगे. But if you want to annotate on a student's image or an answer, then there is a different format of assessment, जो कि एक discussion board हम बोलते हैं platform पे, जिस पे आप students के files को download करके annotate करके जैसे भी comments देना चाहते हैं, वापस उस students को भेज सकते हैं वो files. तो उससे students और आपके बीच में उस file पे particularly discussion होगा. Namita ma'am, you're asking, will the answers submitted by students be auto saved? The answers will be auto saved, yes. As soon as submit is clicked, whatever the answers students have given, they are saved and sent to the teacher for checking. So that is happening automatically. Jyoti ma'am, you're asking the correction work is done to be in the feedback portion only. I don't, Jyoti ma'am, if you could elaborate on your question, what this means. Abhilasha ji, you're asking, ma'am, the test paper is submitted automatically from the student end. Once the student has answered all the questions और उन्होंने submit पे click कर दिया है, then it is submitted from their end automatically. It means it's a paid login. Yes, the platform is paid. The structure of that payment is something Abhishek and Prashant will be able to talk to you about, Balwant ji. Neelam ma'am, you're asking, can student edit their answer sheets again? No, they cannot. If they have submitted the, जैसे आपने देखा था रोहित अपने answers नहीं edit कर पा रहा है, so he or she cannot do it. एक तरीका होता है, एक option होता है in different format of assessments जहाँ teachers can decide कि I want students to have 2 attempts at the submission. If you open that up to students, that is, I don't want to confuse you right now, but the answer to your question is yes, students cannot edit their questions once they have done. But if you as a teacher in an assessment module decide that students can have 2 attempts at this submission, then only students will be able to send a different submission, cannot edit in already submitted answer or file. Is this app available? डिम्पल मैम, सॉरी आपका आवाज थोड़ा सा क्लियर नहीं है, there's an echo. आप चैट पे लिख दीजिए आपका जो क्वेश्चन है फॉलो अप. Namita ji, you're asking file or test papers will be saved in Google Drive. No, this is saved on the Real Learning server itself. हमारा जो platform है study.reallearning.in, इस पे सारा assessments and files and documents will be saved. If due to network the student is not able to complete. So नीतू मैम, अगर ऐसा हो जाता है कि स्टूडेंट का जेन्युइन रीजन से एग्जाम छूट गया है, उनका टाइमर अप हो गया है, then सिर्फ उस स्टूडेंट के लिए आप वो टेस्ट दोबारा खोल सकते हैं स्टूडेंट को अटेम्प्ट करने के लिए. सो दैट ऑप्शन इज देयर कि आप चाहें तो आप स्टूडेंट्स के लिए दोबारा वो अटेम्प्ट करने का ऑप्शन खोल सकते हैं. I will explain offline attempt in just a little bit. I think I have not missed any questions. Is this app available on iPhone? Dimple ma'am, this is a web application, मतलब ये browser dependent है, तो ये आपको ये application नहीं है, web application है, मतलब आप सिर्फ URL डाल के अपने browser पे you can log into this platform. I will explain how the offline attempt happens when I go ahead and explain to you the additional modules of assessments that we have. Chat पे जितने भी questions थे, I think I've covered all of that. If I haven't, then please you can write on the chat once more. अगर कोई anyone, if you want to unmute yourself and ask a question before I move on to the next section, then you can do that as well.
Amina, I just want to say, please raise your volume. It's bit audio is not very clear.
Oh, okay. I will try to raise my volume. I'm sitting right next to the mic, but I'll try to be as loud as possible. Thank you for pointing that out, ma'am.
Thank you.
Sure. All right. I think there's something on the chat. I'll just look at this once and I'll quickly move ahead. Is it necessary to use this web application through laptop or desktop for teachers or students, or you can use it through phone? You can use it through phone as well. ये laptop और phones दोनों में चलता है. आप अपने browser से दोनों laptop और phone से login करके use कर सकते हैं. So I'll move on to the next section that we have for the demo, which is what are the other forms of assessments teachers can give. एक option में एक example I would like to give through the discussion boards that we have on the platform. We will see everything one by one. But ये जो discussion boards आप देख रहे हैं, how can teachers use this? Can these assessments actually be useful to students? Then yes, आप जैसे normal school के scenario में students को assessments देते थे, आप same यहाँ पे mimic कर सकते हैं, completely online facilitate कर सकते हैं to give these assessments. Discussion boards, if I have to give you an example, तो suppose आप एक online lecture लेते हैं, या तो आपने आगे जाके offline भी कोई एक lecture लिया है जिसमें एक कोई बहुत critical concept आपने पढ़ाया है, and you want to see how students have actually learned that concept. You want to see students talking to one another about that concept, and you want to look at that discussion that happens on the Real Learning platform. And through the discussion board platform, you can do that and you can see what students are talking to one another about. अगर आप चाहते हैं ये एक one-on-one discussion board हो, meaning just between you and one student, then you can do that as well. So let's move on to see some sample assessments that I have created for each of these categories. So I'll come to the platform right now. I'll go to my assignments tab and just give me a second to open all of these samples. इसमें जो सबसे पहले एग्जांपल मैं लूंगी वो एक ऑफलाइन असेसमेंट का ही होगा. सो डिम्पल मैम, आई होप दैट आंसर्स योर क्वेश्चन देन. All right, so this is something I've created samples जो आपके सामने दिख रहे हैं. To create them, teachers will have to click on this assignment button here. That is it, and then they go ahead and start creating. So let's come to the first sample assignment that we have. This is an example of how you can integrate an offline submission. इसका category on the platform under assignments is called a no file submission. As it sounds, you don't want an online submission from students, right? When it comes to an offline submission. So this is when you can use this option. Now imagine you take a practical, या तो आप कोई एक टेस्ट लेते हैं, जैसे मैंने यहाँ लिखा है कि grades for this assignment will be decided on your participation in class. अब कभी कभार टीचर्स कोई ऐसा टेस्ट ले लेते हैं जिसमें स्टूडेंट के पार्टिसिपेशन पे उन्हें मार्क्स देते, या तो एक ऐसा टेस्ट जो कि सरप्राइज टेस्ट हो for students, जो completely offline you will take, but उसके marks you wanted integrated online. So this assignment you can create, जो कि doesn't invite anything online from students, but marks उनके इस particular title के अंदर इसी platform पे दिए जाएंगे. Students को release भी ये marks platform पे online होंगे, as well as their feedback. So you just give a title to that assignment. You will decide the brief of that assignment. हर student के नाम के against there is a grade box. Inside which you can go ahead and manually type their marks. If you do not want to do it एक एक करके for each student, then यहाँ पे भी particular assignment में you can import the grades for this. So you can go ahead and just upload a file of the marks if you want to. And the same thing that we did for Rohit's feedback comment हमें देना है विक्रम को for his participation in class, जो हमने लिया था और अब हमने विक्रम को 48 marks दे दिए हैं, हमें उसे feedback देना है. तो we can go ahead and write feedback for him. ये feedback अगर हम एक audio clip भी बनाना चाहते हैं, then we can simply record our own voice, and we don't have to take the pain of typing anything. For each student we can type an audio recording and send it to them. ये उनको अपने feedback के तौर पे दिखेगा on their end. So this is the offline submission. Let's move on to the next assignment, which we have a group project assignment category. तो इसमें टीचर्स को क्या करना है, they only have to club students together. Students का group बनाएंगे. जैसे यहाँ पे मैं दिखा दूँ, मैनेज ग्रुप का जो ऑप्शन होता है वो असाइनमेंट के अंदर ही होता है. सो टीचर्स कैन कम टू द मैनेज ग्रुप डैशबोर्ड. दे कैन जस्ट क्लिक ऑन ऐड ग्रुप का नाम कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं, एंड उसका पार्टिसिपेंट्स यूज करने के लिए दे विल गो अहेड एंड से मेरे क्लास में कोई स्टूडेंट है जिसका नाम है Rohit, so I'll go ahead and type that. Rohit already एक ग्रुप में है. I can go ahead and see okay Vikram. So इस ग्रुप 2 में विक्रम होगा. विक्रम के साथ साथ कौन होगा, दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टूडेंट जो टेस्ट यूजर के नाम से है. तो रोहित के साथ ये वाले स्टूडेंट को हम ग्रुप कर देंगे. तो हम ये ग्रुप जब जाके बनाएंगे तो ये दोनों स्टूडेंट्स ग्रुप हो जाएंगे एक साथ. अगर हम उसे इस ग्रुप को लॉक कर देते हैं तो ये कोई भी स्टूडेंट ग्रुप छोड़ नहीं सकता है. सो टीचर्स के पास कंप्लीट कंट्रोल है कि ग्रुप्स बनाने का और ग्रुप्स को असाइनमेंट देने का, ग्रुप्स में कौन से बच्चे होंगे ये डिसाइड करने का. टीचर्स हैव कंप्लीट कंट्रोल ओवर दैट. So I just wanted to give you a brief of how groups can be created for a group project. We'll come to the submissions dashboard for this group project. We will see that group 1 का नाम यहाँ पे लिखा है. group 1 के आगे उनकी जो files submitted है that has been listed down here. When they have sent me this file is also listed here, and from here I can give them a grade, give them feedback, download all the files they have sent me. All of that I can do from here. Files जो students ने send किए हैं will be available on my Real Learning platform as well. But if I want to locally download and store, I can easily do that from here too. So let's see what has group 1 sent us. They have sent us an image. This is what the image looks like. This was their group submission. I look at the image, put a grade here. If I want to give them feedback, then I'll type in a feedback here, ताकि जब मैं उनका marks उन्हें publish कर दूं, then they'll be able to see this feedback. They will also be able to reply to this feedback in this format of assignment. So if they have any questions about the feedback, they will be able to send that to me as well. So this is what was there for the group project. We have seen the offline assessment format right now, how offline grades can be imported, how teachers can create a group project. The next format we are coming to is a discussion board format. This is what the discussion board format looks like. Namita ma'am, there is no limit to how many students can be put in a group. It will depend on how many students you want to be a part of the group actually. I only have 4 student users on this dashboard, so I have distributed them accordingly. So there is no cap to that. So I'll come to this discussion board dashboard right now. You will see that the brief of this discussion board is marks is 50, and the instructions as in what is this discussion board for is here. Please use this board to discuss the elements of the essay. This is what I want students to discuss. But is discussion board का मैंने format रखा है one on one, meaning I and one student. So me and Rohit will discuss, and then me and Vikram will discuss, and then me and test user or student user A, student user B will discuss. So this will be a one-on-one discussion board. If I had kept this as a group discussion format, then I would have created groups of students, and those students would have discussed amongst themselves, and I would be seeing all the discussions. So this is something that how teachers can supervise discussion. So we can see that this particular discussion board जिस पे हम हैं वो ये रोहित और मेरे बीच में है. So I can see Rohit has sent me something here. He has sent me an audio clip. So he has recorded something and sent to me in his own voice, and he wants me to check it out. How teachers can use this discussion board is not only to discuss a topic or a concept. They can take proper assessments from here as well. आप एक assessment, just to give you an example, you want to take an oral test या कोई reading या speaking skills का test. So you create a discussion board. You tell students that chapter number 5 on page number 13, I want you to read the whole paragraph, record yourself, record that audio clip and send it to me on this discussion board, and I will give you marks accordingly. So teachers we can use it in that manner. Also कोई feedback अगर one-on-one teachers देना चाहते हैं, जैसे मैंने बोला था, I'm sorry I forget किसका question था कि आप image पे annotate कर पाएंगे कि नहीं, pen से कर पाएंगे कि नहीं. तो अगर स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पे कोई फाइल्स भेजते हैं जैसे कि इमेजेस या वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट्स, और आप उसी फाइल में स्टूडेंट्स के लिए कुछ लिख के या स्क्रिबल करके भेजना चाहते हैं, तो वो आप फाइल डाउनलोड करेंगे अपने सिस्टम पे, और जिस भी तरीके से यू वांट टू एडिट दैट फाइल यू विल डू इट एंड सेंड इट बैक टू द स्टूडेंट फ्रॉम हियर itself. So that is an option teachers have. They can also simply write a message for them as a feedback if they don't want to go through annotation. I will play this audio clip for you. This has been recorded through Rohit's dashboard on Real Learning itself. An essay is a piece of writing that is written to convince someone of something or to simply inform the reader about a particular topic. In order for the reader to be convinced or adequately informed, the essay must include several important components to make it flow. So this is what the audio clip will sound like. Rohit has sent that to me. I as a teacher have replied to him also that, well done Rohit, what do you think about the structure of an essay? So if you see, this is an actual discussion that is going on between students or teachers. वो files recorded files के तरीके से हो रहा है या खाली text के तरीके से हो रहा है, so teachers can do that. The last format that we are coming to is a file submission format of assessment. What this file submission does for teachers and students is that suppose you want to give a holiday homework, or you simply want to give an individual project to students, क्योंकि ये submission individual होगा, then you will just take the file submission category, write ki this is what you want the students to do. If you want to attach files from your end itself, if you want to attach files from your end itself and give to students ताकि वो ये resources को देख के अपना answer दे पाएं उसी तरीके से, then you will attach something as well. And then how students will be submitting this assignment is a file submission. As the category says, it will be a file submission form of assignment. So here the same, I'm just using the same demo image, but Rohit will send his submissions. It could have been again कोई लंबा चौड़ा document या document के साथ एक image, document के साथ एक PDF या एक PPT, सारी files जो रोहित send करना चाहता था according to his assignment brief, he could have sent it. So once that is done, I can also grade the students as I have been grading them throughout the different assignments that we have seen so far, where I can see the student's name, their files, when they submitted it, how much grades do they deserve, and the feedback that they will receive from here. And if I want to download their files that they have sent, I can download it as well. Otherwise, I can always access it from my platform on Real Learning. It's stored here. So these are 4 assessment categories that teachers can use from here. Next, what we will move on to discussing on our demo is, this is something that keeps coming up, are the security measures that teachers will be using when they're creating their test and exams. Usually the one that where students have to come on board and like give answers, and they have a time limit. What all can teachers do? So we have unique password, time-bound tests, browser lock, question sequence randomization as options to help curb cheating. I'll go to the platform again and show you where teachers get these options to select the security measures. So if you see here, there is a time limit box. Here I can decide the time limit I want, say 30 minutes I want to give for this test, and then other security measures I will be defining from here. If you remember, when Rohit was attempting his test, then Rohit was seeing only one question per page. He was seeing a different sequence of questions than what we saw as a teacher. So that will happen from question order randomization, मतलब sequence jumble हो जाएगा, और question order showing so one question per page से question will be shown only one, the one question will be shown on one screen only until the student clicks on next. The other feature that we are coming down to is a security feature, is an answer order randomization. Answer order randomization, what it does is, suppose you have a multiple choice question or a multiple select question जिसमें 6 options हैं question के लिए, तो हर student को वो जो question options हैं, जो answer options हैं, वो different sequence पे दिखेंगे. The other features that teachers can use is an access code for any test or assignment, which is almost as a password that students and teachers can use. Teachers will put it, that access code जो students के पास रहेगा, तभी they will be able to unlock a test and then start attempting it. Only when teachers decide to share this access code with some students, only they will be able to unlock and then start attempting. So these are some things that teachers can do. Now imagine a scenario where आपने ये सारे security measures को check कर दिया है. You have opted for all of these security measures, as well as the upcoming browser log feature that I talk about, in which student, if they are on study.reallearning.in, they have clicked on start assessment, started answering their questions. Teacher has activated browser lock. In that scenario, 30 minutes में I as a student cannot move from my tab. I can see a different order of questions than what my fellow classmate can see. I can only see one question per page, and I can also see a jumbled questions. I can also see a jumbled answer sequence. So with all these things mixed together, the students have very little to no chance of cheating amongst one another. The other thing, which is security measure related, but not really related to when attempting a test, during a test, is the feature on our platform, which is an integration. Turnitin, if you have heard about it, Turnitin is a plagiarism screening platform that gets integrated to the platform. Teachers can use that option as well to screen student answers to see if it has been copied from somewhere. So teachers can do that as well if they integrate it. So we have discussed the security measures. Now let's go over all the pointers. Right, Neha ma'am, as I said, that browser lock feature hasn't released yet. This is something that we are going to be activating in a coming few days. But that option is definitely going to be there, and the feature that I told you what it will do for students, it will stop students from going and hovering anywhere else on online when they're attempting the test. So let's revise all the security measures. There are time bound tests and exams. ये time boundedness time limit से भी होता है, और due date से भी teachers can ensure this. There is an access code that teachers can put, simply it's a password. Teachers can use browser lock to disable students from going anywhere else. They can randomize the order of questions to reduce the possibility of copying. And they can also activate the feature where students only get to see one question per page to increase security. Any security measure related questions here? Okay, then we'll just move on. Right. So moving on now, we have very intensively discussed the assessments format, all sorts of assessment modules we have discussed, and how teachers can evaluate them, and these security features they can set. We have talked about that. Now let's move on to the other features that teachers and students have through the platform. Teachers have the ability to manage and share important course materials and documents with students. So if they have a document or a folder of documents they want to share with students that is very important for what they're learning in class, then they will be able to do it through the real learning platform. So let me show you where that happens. There's this documents tab here that you can see. If I click on it, then I will come to my documents tab. ये मेरा demo course का document dashboard है जहाँ पे I can upload a PDF, an image, a folder of documents, a video. If I want to share it with students, then I can do this from here. What this really helps teachers do is not only you can share materials if you want to, you can also keep them in an organized manner. ज़रूरी नहीं है that teachers whatever they upload here they are making it public and sharing with students all the time. For their own reference also they can keep all documents here. The availability, visibility of this document is between them and the school administrator. So not necessarily they have to share everything with students, only the important stuff if they want to. So the way of adding and uploading a file is to click on the add button. You upload a file you want to. आप उसकी visibility decide कर सकते हैं whether it will be public, private or a delayed release. Public meaning you will be sharing it with the students automatically as you upload. It gets automatically shared with students who belong to demo course, your class basically. If you keep it as private, that would mean that only you will be able to see the documents. If you keep it as delayed release, that would mean कि आज आप कुछ upload कर रहे हैं but you want it only to be shown to students on Tuesday next week, then you can also schedule the release in that manner. And teachers can also restrict students from downloading the files if they wish to. So this would mean that if teachers want that I have shared a PDF with students, that I don't want them to download and share it with literally anyone else not concerned with the course, then I can disable them from downloading that course material as well. So this is something teachers can manage their course material from through the documents dashboard. We are moving on to other features, which is how teachers and students can interact through the bulletin board that we have, which is a forum. They can share important updates and even participate in video conferences. So we'll go ahead and see where this happens and how conferences can be participated in. So we are at the bulletin for this demo course जहाँ पे teachers and students can talk to one another. They can also teachers can conduct video conferences. How they can actually talk to one another is a simple way of teachers posting something, students replying to it, students posting something, and then teachers replying to it. So this is an open but group, almost a group communication platform that happens. It can be administered by the teachers. Teachers get to see what students are posting all the time. If teachers want to share an announcement in their own voice, then they'll be recording that announcement and sharing. They have found something important and interesting when it comes to the course online, and they want to share it with students, then they can share it here. If they have an important document to be shared right from the bulletin, then they can do it from here as well. Teachers now can conduct video conferences with students. This can be an online lecture. This can be an online review or a doubt clearing session that teachers can have with students. So let me just put a conference title here. So anything I can just put. and then I will decide what application I want. Suppose I choose YouTube Live and I click on the grade attendance option. What this means is कि जब मैं ये post live कर दूंगी अपने platform पे on the bulletin, my students get a notification that your teacher has posted about a conference. Then I will also get to see in the post as a student that this has its graded, its attendance graded, meaning my participation is necessary. My teacher will give me marks for participation. So students are accountable in this manner. So when I start a YouTube live conference, for example, I have started this because YouTube live by its own virtue is a one-way interaction platform. जिसमें teachers का video दिखेगा and students can only interact through chat. If teachers want, they can restrict chat also, but they can see who all have participated. They will be able to keep a track of all of that. Now once teachers end a YouTube stream and they have YouTube live जिसमें उन्होंने course के बारे में कुछ important बताया है students को, the recording of that YouTube clip gets automatically uploaded on the bulletin for students to see. So उसका जो recording है automatically bulletin पे आ जाएगा, and teachers will be able to students will be able to see it. कोई student अगर genuine reason से miss कर गया है अपना class, then they'll be able to revisit it. So this is how teachers and students can use the bulletin format. We have a last feature that I want to discuss it with you, then we're opening the floor for questions, is that teachers and students can have calendar and email notifications that help both of them stay up to date with important updates. Now, as Rohit, we already saw how we were getting notifications. In the same manner, teachers will also be getting notifications about a new bulletin post. A student ने कोई query भेजी है, they will get a notification. Students will get a notification when a new assignment has been published and they need to start attempting it, or it's a bulletin post, yeah, there is a conference someone has started. So they will be getting all these notifications, not just through their real learning platform, but also as email notifications. So these are email notification enabled. Calendar, if I'll open up the teacher calendar and show to you that this is how teachers get to see all the events which are due dates or assignment deadlines or any other important academic event, whether shared with students or not. Everything for them is listed down here date wise. Students also have a similar calendar. This option really helps for them to just keep a track of all their assignments and all their deadlines. So in a nutshell, I have gone through every part of the platform of how teachers create an assignment, how students attempt it, how teachers send marks to students and students see their feedback. Where do they see their grades and feedback? In the same place. How will they conduct other form of assignments, group discussions, group projects, discussion boards? We went over that. वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग, लाइव क्लासेस या लाइव डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशंस टीचर्स कैसे करेंगे, हर चीज का एक integrated update कैसे लेंगे teachers and students, all of that we have discussed. So this is where we're coming to the end of the demo, and now we can take questions. I think in chat I am seeing some questions, so I'll just take them up. You can also unmute yourself and ask me. Any time limit for the session, Vidushi ma'am, for the video conferencing session? If YouTube stream doesn't have a time limit, so you can have it for infinite minutes. And for Zoom, if you have a paid account, then that will depend on if you have a paid account, then the minutes are unlimited, and if you do not, then 40 minutes definitely you can have the Zoom session as well. That will depend on the application you're using. So can we have Google Meet here? Namita ma'am, you are asking if you're taking through online classes. The applications that we have integrated so far is Hangouts on Air, YouTube Live and Zoom. जो अभी फिलहाल हमारे platform से ये integrated है, but if you want to, but this is I think a good suggestion. Google Meet अगर आप use कर रहे हैं, then we can see how and when these can be integrated. We'd love to make that possible for you through our platform itself. But otherwise आप क्या कर सकते हैं, आप link यहाँ पे paste कर सकते हैं for students to join in. So that is something that you can do from here till the application is not embedded into our platform. But I have definitely taken your suggestion and concerns. Neha ma'am, you're asking, can two teachers share their quiz with their co-teacher? and as I say, yes, teachers, if two teachers को platform पे same course assign किया गया है, then both of them can share various responsibilities and test creation for the class. Namita ma'am is asking, is work submitted by one student visible to other students? No, but it depends on the format. आपको एक टेस्ट में स्टूडेंट्स को कभी एक दूसरे का आंसर नहीं दिखेगा. एक डिस्कशन बोर्ड जो प्राइवेट रखा गया है स्टूडेंट्स को नहीं दिखेगा. अगर स्टूडेंट्स को आपने ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट रखा है और स्टूडेंट्स को ग्रुप में सेट किया है एक साथ, तो जो स्टूडेंट्स एक ग्रुप का पार्ट है उन दोनों को एक दूसरे का सबमिशन और एक्टिविटी दिखेगा. But other forms of formats of assessments may students will not see each other's submission. Can it also be possible on Microsoft Teams? Aarti ma'am, you are asking, I just want to know what exactly you are asking when you say Teams, because this is a completely different assessment platform in itself, which gives teachers various features, as I mean, you've already seen. Neetu ma'am, you're asking, can we connect our groups already made on Teams with this platform? When you come onto this platform, then everything that you do will have to be from scratch. आप अगर मुझे थोड़ा specifically बताएं आप क्या integrate करवाना चाहते हैं, then I can answer you properly. Kavita ma'am, you're asking how is it different from Microsoft Teams, more or less same features. Sure, ma'am. No, I think there are good edtech features out there, Microsoft Teams and even Google, that everyone has been bringing up. These are good features, but I would tell you the user friendliness that our platform has and the way that it has integrated everything and the openness of creating assignments and giving it to students is, we would say, that is one of the highlights, and how teachers can use it in various manners. So that is something that I would really like to pose as a reasoning. Then Aarti ma'am, you're asking, like, our assessments and videos are already posted. If you want to upload the content and manage your content for your courses, then what I would say, Aarti ma'am, is that मैंने आपको जैसे documents tab दिखाया है, वहाँ पे आप ये सारे जो content है वो upload कर सकते हैं, bulk upload भी कर सकते हैं documents के tab पे folders बना के, but you will have to establish your courses and course materials from a little bit from just the beginning when you're starting to use our platform, but it's very seamlessly done when you do it. अगर मैं वापस documents tab पे अगर आपको ले जाऊं, so the way to upload your files and content is again very easy. Yes. Are there any other questions? You can also unmute yourself and ask me. Sumiti ma'am, thank you for what you've written to me on chat. I also want to thank everyone. This session actually काफी लंबा था, but all of you have attended it and sat through it with me. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking out the time. Please also let me know your questions. अगर already discussed questions के अलावा आपके पास कोई questions हैं तो. What I can do is मैं chat पे अपना personal email ID लिख देती हूँ, the real learning email ID I have, so that you can also get in touch with me. अगर आपके पास और भी कोई questions होंगे, so I will just write my email ID. If you all look at your chat right now, you'll be able to see my email. You can also get in touch with me. Thank you, Kavita ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Again, I would like to, just before we conclude the session in a few minutes, please, अगर आपके पास कोई भी questions हो, then please do ask me. If there are many of our teachers could not join, Himalji, you are telling me that. Definitely, I have, as I said, that because we reached the cap of this meeting, we were expecting other people. तो उनसे हमने बात कर ली है, उनका सेशन हम मंडे को सेम टाइम पे कंडक्ट करवा रहे हैं. So if you उस मीटिंग में I think थोड़ा ज्यादा पार्टिसिपेंट लिमिट होना चाहिए, but we will conduct a session with them also. हिमल जी, thank you for bringing that up. जो भी अटेंड नहीं कर पाए हैं. और
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes,
When we make a group, can we make a subgroup inside that also?
subgroup, can you give me
like-
an example? हाँ.
Yes. For example, suppose if I am making a group of one class,
Hmm.
but I want to give different subjects or different level. Means एक group के अंदर if I want to give 6 subjects separately, how will I distinguish that?
6 subjects.
Yes.
तो आप कह रहे हैं अगर आप एक क्लास में से कुछ
Yes.
ग्रुप ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स को निकाल के उनको मल्टीपल असाइनमेंट्स देना चाहते हैं,
Or
या
different subjects, and I don't want to mix them up.
राइट. सो इस राइट नाउ हाउ कोर्सेज वर्क ऑन आवर प्लेटफॉर्म, इसकी हर कोर्स ऑलमोस्ट एक डिफरेंट एंटिटी है. तो आपके हर कोर्स में के जो बच्चे हैं वो एक हर कोर्स में डिफरेंटली असाइंड होंगे. तो आप डेमो कोर्स में अगर कोई असाइनमेंट देते हैं एक बंच ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स को, दूसरे कोर्स में आप एक दूसरा ग्रुप बना के वही सेम स्टूडेंट्स को एक डिफरेंट असाइनमेंट दे सकते हैं, बट दैट विल बी कोर्स स्पेसिफिक. ये क्लास नहीं है जो आप देख रहे हैं, दिस इज अ कोर्स. मतलब एक क्लास, सब्जेक्ट और सेक्शन का कॉम्बिनेशन.
हाँ यार, that's okay.
राइट. हाँ, तो पर आप अगर एक कोर्स में किसी असाइनमेंट के लिए ग्रुप बनाएंगे तो उसमें आप सब ग्रुप्स नहीं बना सकते हैं. उसमें आप सिर्फ कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को ग्रुप करके एक असाइनमेंट और एक असाइनमेंट का ब्रीफ दे सकते हैं. राइट.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Neeti ma'am. We can join again in next session. Yes, Payal ji, you can join again in next session. How much files can we upload? There is no size file. There is no size of the file. We have not restricted. There are no numbers of file also that you can. Our server will take care of the memory and the data that you are uploading. Namita ji, can we get Excel file of marks received by students in one test? Abhi filhal the grades that you are getting exported is something that you will receive for the whole class, because as I said it is course specific. Usse aap extract kar sakte hain for each student, so you will be completely able to see that. Is it automatically generated? It is automatically generated on the grades dashboard जहाँ पे आप download कर पाएंगे. In Zoom we are taking 2 sections, so how can that benefit us? Shivani ji, how Zoom you are taking 2 sections. Shivani ji, if you will unmute yourself and you ask me what you meant by this question, then I think I'll be able to answer it properly.
Good evening, ma'am.
जी जी शिवानी जी. हाँ.
Ma'am, actually, I am taking physical education. So my problem is this, that in Zoom we are having the time limit of 40 minutes.
हाँ.
So how this platform is helpful for all the non-class teachers?
All the non-class teachers.
Yeah, you are talking about only one section, but
जी.
what we are doing now, we are taking 2 sections at a time, or sometimes we have to take 3 sections at a time. So how this platform is beneficial for us? This is my question. And because you are talking about some only one particular class, so
Right. तो आप
this
सिर्फ
is my
वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग का एग्जांपल लेके बोल रहे हैं क्या, क्योंकि आपने जूम बोला?
yeah, ma'am, we have to do our live
ठीक है.
classes also. No? We are taking live classes with our students.
राइट. सो आई जस्ट एक्सप्लेन इट टू यू. क्योंकि ये डेमो अकाउंट है, मेरे पास सिर्फ एक ही क्लास यहाँ पे लिस्टेड है, क्योंकि इट्स नॉट एन एक्चुअल टीचर अकाउंट. बट जैसे मैंने शायद स्टार्टिंग में भी बोला था कि एक टीचर जो रेगुलरली 3-4 क्लासेस पढ़ाते हैं किसी भी टर्म में, जितने भी क्लासेस वो पढ़ाते हैं सब यहाँ पे लिस्टेड डाउन होगा फॉर देम. नाउ व्हेन इट कम्स टू देम, एक साइमल्टेनियस उन्हें एक 3 क्लासेस के लिए एक जूम कॉल करना है, तो क्या करेंगे टीचर्स? दे विल बी गोइंग टू बुलेटिन of each 3 classes and putting in the same invite for that Zoom meeting. or that YouTube link or that YouTube live. So same invite in the same moment 3 classes को चला गया. Teachers can send the same invite to 3 classes. Every student from those 3 classes will be at the same time joining in that conference. यहाँ पे teachers के पास flexibility है कि जो वो एक class में कर रहे हैं, same चीज at the same time they can do in a different class as well. मैंने आपको सिर्फ एक ही class के example से समझाया. बट अगर टीचर्स के पास मल्टीपल क्लासेस हैं, अभी 6 बजे वो कोई कॉन्फ्रेंस करना चाहते हैं तो डेमो कोर्स के बुलेटिन पे जाके पोस्ट करेंगे, और दूसरी क्लास सपोज इंग्लिश 4th C है मेरी, तो मैं इंग्लिश 4th C में भी जाके सेम पोस्ट कर दूंगी, सो दैट विल बी सेंट टू माय अदर क्लास, and students from both of those classes will get the same post. They'll be a part of the same conference.
Ma'am, do this real learning have this time limit? Like Zoom is having 40 minutes limit. So you are also having this time limit?
राइट. सो ये जो इंटीग्रेशन है ये हमने प्लेटफॉर्म में वो एप्लीकेशंस इंटीग्रेट कर दिए हैं, बट ये एप्लीकेशंस जैसे आपके स्टैंड अलोन भी चलते हैं ना, जैसे अगर आपका एनेबल आपका जूम का अकाउंट से पेड है या फ्री है, तो जैसा आपका रेगुलरली जूम पे चलेगा वैसे ही सेम अकाउंट आपका इस पे भी एप्लीकेबल होगा. अगर हाँ, तो ये सिर्फ इंटीग्रेशन एप्लीकेशन का है. हम आपको वी आर नॉट गिविंग यू एन अकाउंट, बट दिस इज हाउ यू कैन यूज इट फ्रॉम द प्लेटफॉर्म इटसेल्फ. इंटीग्रेट करने का एक बड़ा रीजन ये है कि अगर आप यहाँ से कोई कॉन्फ्रेंस चालू करते हैं तो स्टूडेंट्स के पास लिंक नहीं है ज्वाइन करने के लिए, उनके पास एक ज्वाइन बटन है ताकि स्टूडेंट्स इधर उधर शेयर करते ना फिरे लिंक. So this is why our purpose for integrating applications is to make sure that students can only join from their platform. बाकी आप ये applications जैसे stand alone use करते हैं उसी तरीके से चलेंगे, बस integrated और embedded हैं हमारे platform पे अभी. I think sorry Shivani ma'am, does that
ma'am, one thing I want to ask, ma'am, जैसे Zoom में when I am reconnecting my students, some are coming back and some are leaving that meeting. So I want that there should be we want maximum time limit. So this real learning will help us in this case, or because we are facing this problem, 40 minutes are not enough for us.
So I would suggest to you that the way real learning can help you when it comes to this is you choose the YouTube live option. YouTube live में कोई time limit नहीं है, neither do you need a paid account इसके लिए to increase your time limit. इसमें बस एक चीज ये होगी कि आप स्टूडेंट्स का वीडियो नहीं देख पाएंगे, स्टूडेंट्स आपको देख पाएंगे, आप स्टूडेंट्स का इंटरेक्शन चैट पे देख सकते हैं, बट इसमें जो जूम के जो फीचर्स होते हैं वो नहीं मिल पाएंगे. बट अगर आपको अनलिमिटेड मिनट्स चाहिए फ्रॉम द प्लेटफॉर्म, देन दैट वुड बी यूट्यूब लाइव एज एन ऑप्शन. सो यू कैन यूज यूट्यूब लाइव, और इसके रिकॉर्डिंग्स भी स्टूडेंट्स के पास ऑटोमेटिकली अवेलेबल हो जाते हैं. जो स्टूडेंट्स अटेंड नहीं कर पाते हैं, दे कैन यूज द यूट्यूब लाइव ऑप्शन.
Okay, thank you ma'am, so nice of you.
Thank you. So someone is asking that how can this be useful for pre-primary and primary students, जो मैंने क्योंकि I think काफी डिटेल में सारे असेसमेंट समझाए, and I understand that if for really young students this might उनको सारे फॉर्मेट्स की जरूरत नहीं होगी. So in that sense what teachers can do, जैसे we have already seen that these questions are very visually interactive. मतलब क्योंकि हर क्वेश्चन में टीचर्स को फाइल्स अटैच करने का ऑप्शन है जिसमें वो वीडियो डाल सकते हैं या इमेजेस डाल सकते हैं, तो ये फॉर्मेट और जो फीचर है क्वेश्चंस का, दिस टीचर्स कैन यूज फॉर रियली यंग स्टूडेंट्स, ताकि जब वो ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पे आके असेसमेंट्स अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हैं तो वो पिक्चर्स देख रहे हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ क्वेश्चन एंड दे आर आंसरिंग अकॉर्डिंगली. So this feature can be used for students. अगर मैं multiple choice question पे आऊँ तो ये question हमने जब बनाया था तब हमने यहाँ पे images attach नहीं किए थे, सिर्फ text लिखा था. बट अगर आप ये छोटा icon देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे attach करने का, this would mean that even in multiple choice questions you can attach images as options. So text नहीं, you can put images as options. So again this makes it easy for students, really young students, to attempt these kind of questions. अगर आप चाहते हैं कि खाली उनसे एक ऐसा असेसमेंट ले जिसमें उनको सिर्फ ऑडियो क्लिप रिकॉर्ड करके भेजना होगा एज एन आंसर, शायद वो टाइपिंग करने में ऑफ कोर्स दे विल नॉट बी वेरी प्रोफिशिएंट, आपको खाली उनका ऑडियो क्लिप सुनना है एज their answer, then you make use of that discussion board format we talked about, जिसमें students, मैंने आपको एक audio clip सुनाया भी था, जिसमें students were sending in their audio clips. So that format you can use for really young students apart from other things. बाकी once I feel when you start using the platform, you will see that हर class के लिए the flexible options that questions and assessments have, teachers can make extensive use of all of that. So this was my answer to, I think 2-3 teachers ने पूछा था primary और pre primary students के लिए कैसे कर सकते हैं.
Hello, ma'am.
जी.
Ma'am, regarding this only, suppose I want to make a see the picture and write its name kind of assessment for my pre-primary kind of child.
जी.
तो उसके लिए मैं कैसे कर सकती हूँ फिर इसमें?
हाँ, तो जैसे मैं क्वेश्चन पे आ जाती हूँ अभी. एक फ्री रिस्पॉन्स क्वेश्चन का कैटेगरी वी कैन टेक, जिसमें जो आंसर बॉक्स होगा वो स्टूडेंट के लिए एम्प्टी होगा. आप क्वेश्चन टेक्स्ट में लिखिए कि नेम द ऑब्जेक्ट इन द इमेज, राइट दैट एज द क्वेश्चन. अटैच फाइल पे जाके इमेज अपलोड कीजिए. जब वो स्टूडेंट आंसर देखेगा तो उसे क्वेश्चन का वो पिक्चर दिखेगा सामने, और क्वेश्चन में क्वेश्चन का टेक्स्ट लिखा होगा. अगर इफ समवन्स हेल्पिंग देम सी द क्वेश्चन, या तो वो अपने आप देख रहे हैं, सो दे विल रीड द क्वेश्चन, लुक एट द इमेज एंड type their answer. So they will write this is a hammer or this is a pen, this is a table, and they will send in their answers. तो इस तरीके से they can attempt these kind of questions जो आपने example पूछा भी.
Okay, thank you.
जी. So it's almost 6. We've been into this session for more than almost 2 hours now.
मीना मैम.
Yes, yes.
मैम इसमें सिर्फ एक ही है कि जब बच्चा आंसर अपलोड करेगा, है ना, तो सभी बच्चे बुक से देख के करते हैं, लिख के वो लोग, मतलब 30 मार्क्स का अगर क्वेश्चन है या 5 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन है या 10 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन है, तो तकरीबन वहां पे मतलब कैसे पता चलेगा कि बच्चे ने अपने आप लिखा है कि नहीं? फिर यहाँ तो ऑनेस्टी ही देखी जाएगी ना.
राइट. तो इसके लिए डेफिनेटली, बिकॉज एक ऑनलाइन असेसमेंट में ये कंसर्न डेफिनेटली रहता है टीचर्स का. तो जैसे मैंने कहा कि आप अगर सिक्योरिटी मेजर्स सारे देंगे स्टूडेंट्स को, उन्होंने एक क्वेश्चन देखा है जो ऑनलाइन पे आ रहा है कि इस पे आपको एक निबंध लिखना है, वो अपना पेज खोलना शुरू करेंगे, टेक्स्ट बुक खोलना शुरू करेंगे, दे लुक फॉर दैट पैसेज, फिर उसको दे आर गोइंग टू टाइप बैक इन या पेपर पे लिख के फोटो खींच के अपलोड करेंगे. आप सोचिए कितना वक्त जा रहा है स्टूडेंट का ऑलरेडी ये करने में. और
बस वो कि अपने टाइम लिमिट दिया है ना, बस उसमें है कि उसके अंदर अगर नहीं करेगा तो इट मींस ही इज बीइंग कॉपिंग.
ही इज बीइंग कॉपिंग, या तो उन्हें आंसर देने का मौका भी नहीं मिलेगा. तो इसीलिए ये चीजें टीचर्स इंश्योर कर सकते हैं, और इससे पहले टीचर्स बहुत स्ट्रिक्टली इंस्ट्रक्शंस भी दे सकते हैं.
आई थिंक दिस फीचर इज नॉट अवेलेबल इन गूगल फॉर्म.
द टाइम लिमिट वन?
No. Time limit is not given on Google form.
So yes, right. So this is something that teachers can use to make sure that students are giving honest answers.
Honest answers, yes. Here, matlab only the honesty factors can be checked.
जी, बिल्कुल.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
जी, ma'am. Sure. So I think we will conclude this session now, everyone. अगर आपके पास और कोई भी they can take the help of others. Yes, Dimple ma'am, that possibility is there when they're conducting an online test. इसके लिए I would say that students need to be given very strict instructions, and if you as a teacher ensure that all security measures are lined up and strict warnings are given to say parents and also students, then this will make the disciplining of assessments very easy. We can share resources and assign students in Microsoft Teams, which may be graded online and give feedback. How is the platform better than it, or extra features? Yes, so Jaya ma'am, as I said, I've already explained the extra features and how this really helps students and teachers to have an integrated way of doing things. Agar aap dekhen to this was very user friendly. I have only this, I keep reiterating actually that these platforms are really good, that are helping teachers and students to learn online. Even our attempt is just the same, to make a much user friendly and integrated platform for teachers and students for assessments, even online lectures, and also sharing course materials with one another. Right. So I will just be, I think I'll go ahead and conclude this session. Everyone, is it okay to stop here? आपके साथ ये recording share हो जाएगी. अगर आपके पास कोई भी, yes, Kavita ma'am, we will be sharing this recording of this session. I think Abhishek and Prashant are the ones who will be talking to your schools and coordinators ताकि आपको ये recording मिल जाए. So I'll make sure this recording reaches you. Yes. Okay, everyone. Then thank you so much for joining. I will just stop this call right now. Is it okay? So we'll just end this call here.
Thank you so much, Amina.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
everyone. All right. Thank you so
Okay,
much. Have a
bye-bye.
nice day. Bye-bye.